So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back to...
Can you see? Your journey begins here.
Christina Tkac against the April Larson and Sierra Reams. So, well, what do you think about this match?
Last year, both players, Christina and Brianna, played together, so they have a little more experience. April and Sierra have played some in Atlanta at the training camp and been practicing here. Again, last year, the last 2 years, we kind of struggled in the doubles, so we've got to pick up our game in the doubles. We just lost the last game. We end up falling behind on this match. It's gonna be a hole to dig out of for the rest of the day. Like Alvin said, if you guys are kind of aiming for winning the day's session, trying to get at least 3-2, we got to slow it down here and even it up.
Of course, letting the Europe team to get away, like 4-1 would be a crucial factor. It would be really hard to catch up.
Psychologically, it's demoralizing, and then it just puts more pressure on the players. Where we kind of shine more is on the singles matches. So we've got to try to stick with you guys as close as we can on this one. But last match was a good match. It was just a couple errors that you guys capitalized on, and we couldn't get. When you guys missed a shot, you guys got a good roll, and
it was a pretty strong start by Team USA. But after that, I think a couple, let's say not poor safeties, but the safeties were not good enough. So the European team simply were able to go offensive and capitalize those errors.
these girls are pretty experienced players playing in the junior worlds. Do they ever play Scotch doubles in the European tour or anything like that?
No, we don't have Scotch doubles tournament, or if they exist, they are more for fun. So this format is equally new for us as for the US players. However, I think the level of technique allows them to play this format on a high level. And of course, during the practice sessions, we played a lot Scotch doubles. And I think the girls even beat the boys team during practice.
Right. Yeah, the girls. Yeah, our girls were doing pretty well against the boys also.
And so far, European girls are doing just fine. April and Sierra seems very focused.
These girls don't make very many mistakes. They're
so far it's probably the first time, just not the best position, but I think it's not a problem for Christina. Christina Tkac is from Moscow, Russia. despite her young age, she's very well known here in Europe. She's winning not only junior tournaments but also is one of the top female players.
Yeah, and April Larson, she's a 5-time USBF Junior National Champion, and also she's played in several Junior World Championships, and played just a couple matches in the Women's Pro Tour. Did quite well. Sierra's she's played a few years in the Junior Nationals. A little less experienced player on the doubles matches here.
Europe leads 1-0.
But,
USA to break.
April's the kind of player, she don't care who she plays with. She's going to lift them up and play her game. And
Yeah, yesterday I think April
Hitting a break.
was the big part of this steal the point plan, right?
Yeah.
So she performed very well and was able to clear a table when it was needed.
yeah, as team captains, it's these players have to maintain, because it's a 4-day event, it's a team event, and you got the kind of the peer pressure. You know, as a captain, you got to try to keep them motivated and make sure they get rest and times to eat correct, so they're not. I mean, we just ate about 2 hours ago, and sometimes you feel the effect. A little groggy, jet lag in the trip. And
Beautiful shot by Kristina Tkac. Sometimes it seems that she can pot every ball,
yes,
no matter how difficult it is. She not only pocketed with very tough first ball, but also left a very good position for her fellow. Kristina was a little bit unlucky, let's say, not unlucky, but didn't perform her best in the last year's World Championship. She lost in the early stages, and that was probably the biggest surprise for Team Europe, because we were definite that she will get a medal. Instead, Diana was the one who got the bronze medal in girls division. Although Diana was a little bit suffering from the shoulder injury. So Diana is a real fighter.
So is this a rivalry between these two players on the European Tour for the juniors?
Yes. For last year, we were the main finalists in the junior championships. Diana is no longer playing juniors. She is too old to go to this year's European Championships. Kristina has one more year to play, so she will be where, and of course she is definitely the strongest one.
It's kind of strange that one day, you know, the person you're playing is your competitor, and the next day it's your partner, you know. It's like, how do you get over that?
Well, it's a small community. I think everybody here are friendly.
Yeah.
We know each other. So we have European Championships coming in the very end of July. It will start at 31st of July in Netherlands, and this is the 8 days event. So I think around 150 youth players will from 29 countries will be there.
Wow.
Playing all 4 disciplines: straight pool, 10 ball, 8 ball, and 9 ball, and also teams. So
And that's a point event for your juniors to qualify for next year's Atlantic Challenge Cup.
Yes.
And you have several more.
Several spots will go directly to the junior champions. And of course, the world division champions. We also pick the best results for the world championships. So you must be a champion.
Correct.
To be on the team. It's very rarely the second place will qualify.
Yeah, the United States has the junior nationals, the VEF junior nationals coming up in August 2nd through the 5th in Las Vegas. And also those players who qualify high will be playing at the Junior Worlds in Moscow, Russia in November. And that's also a kind of a qualifying points, just like you guys would do at the Euro Tour with the juniors.
We see PBF President Gray Linders watching the action. And of course, this event wouldn't be possible without the PBF and BCA support.
Absolutely.
I think we must be thankful for both organizations.
Yeah. I'd like to shout out to the BCA, to Rob Johnson and Shane Tyree for helping us get ready and getting our rooms and our flights, and we couldn't be here without those guys. We appreciate you guys. The team says hello and
I
appreciate
hope you're listening to us. My best regards to Rob and Shane. It's a pity you guys not where. I was expecting to see you here, but beautiful shot by April.
Still haven't really seen any clock violations or the players rushing to make their shots with the clocks. They're pretty disciplined right now, it seems like. Getting used to the clock.
Yeah, the clock is coming as a normal factor in most of the tournaments, especially in Asia. All the major tournaments are played on the shot clock. The Europe is also, of course, we understand that this is cannot be avoided. It will be probably in every tournament. So we are also using the shot clocks, mainly from the quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals in European championships. So some players are already used to that. They don't feel the pressure. I don't think they at all are thinking about the shot clock.
No. I notice our players are keeping an eye on it, but they're not rushing. They're getting in a good rhythm. They realize 35 seconds is actually a long time for the shooting.
Extension card.
So a little bit out of position. April is trying to figure out what is best shot here, and it looks like she is trying to play a safety behind the 6 ball. Or at least leave the tough bank shot for the opponent.
Watch out. She got the safety. She lucked out on the scratch, but she got the safety on her.
Yeah, Diana is smiling because she was a little bit lucky not to scratch in this position. Luck is part of the game, right?
It is. Absolutely. And you always hear that player, some players, I got this roll or that roll, but it works both ways, Sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't.
I think in the long term, luck is even for both players, but of course, it could be a really good safety. Sierra if she was planning to play the kick shot first, And when a safety could have finished as a good shot, unfortunately she was not successful.
Yeah, I love watching Christina play. She has, she kind of reminds me of April. In her stroke, they're very precise, and their timing of their stroke is very precise.
Always the same, right?
Yeah,
it's
always.
Very good discipline. No movement in the body. She only performs with her arm, so it's.
You know, a lot of the lower level amateur players will get down and just shoot the shot. If you notice, they'll take a long pause at that set position, and their eyes are locked on target, and then they'll take the shot once they know they can make it.
So far, very strong play by European girls.
Yeah, they play in great position for each other.
It's 3-0, I think.
3-0 now. Cracked 3-0.
Doesn't look good for Team USA, but so far I don't think there was much the girls could do.
The European team is pleased with their girl counterpart, their teammates.
USA to break.
You
Yes.
see the smile. They're all
Of
excited
course,
how their
of course.
teammates are performing.
Johnny Archer is trying to help. And of course this is legal break, a little bit too soft. Yeah, I think the most important part in the Scotch doubles is that both players must play at a certain level. If one player is struggling a little bit, it will affect the team. So it's, I think the feeling inside is the most important thing.
They're both just playing just natural shape, just nothing. They're not doing anything serious, not moving the cue ball around, just playing the angles. You know, when you get out of line, then you have to do a little bit more with the cue ball, and these girls are just keeping it simple. That's the key to winning. Key to running out these racks.
Yeah, both girls look very strong. It's a little bit one-way show, but I hope Team USA can find something inside to not to give up at this point.
No, our team will never give up. We've got 3 singles matches coming up. That's where we do a little bit better. It's hard to get in stroke when you're just shooting one shot, and then, you know, like if one player, like you were saying, if they're struggling a little bit, now you have to carry that player, get a little bit more precise on your position to regain confidence for your teammate. Good cut shot on. Oh, just
That is
short.
probably the first mistake by European girls. So far we performed without any mistakes.
No mistakes. This is Team USA is going to have to capitalize on this mistake. Draw the line right here. You go 4-0, it's going to be in trouble.
Sure. And
Yeah.
I think we should
Default.
forget what we are behind. We should just play the game.
Yeah.
So
It's amazing when you're just practicing on the table and you could just shoot shots and just make them, and all of a sudden you're here at the Atlantic Challenge Cup, you got a 35-second shot clock on you, and it's like, straight in shot can be kind of brutal sometimes, or a little cut shot. Good shot by Sierra.
good shot by Sierra. I think she is a little bit under pressure.
Yes.
She understands that she cannot miss the ball now. A little bit tricky playing from the rail, but I'm sure April can do it. So Team USA is on the board, and immediately we see the support from Team USA. Of course, in a team competition, it is important for all the team to act and to be as a one.
Yes. Yeah, one player on the team, if you drag, if they have a bad attitude or they're struggling, it can kind of convey to the other teammates, and all of a sudden you got a problem.
Yeah, it's very, very important
Europe leads
to
3-1.
have a team
Europe
spirit. So that's exactly why Team Europe played some soccer this morning.
Oh, do they? Good for you guys.
We would like to challenge you tomorrow morning.
Right, right. That's your national sport around here.
So nothing big, just to wake up sport in the morning. So if Team America is okay, we can do some activities together. And of course, the outside activities, first of all, it makes everybody relax more and be more friendly. So then it's easier. Of course, all the kids are from different countries, with different languages. At first it's quite, I'm talking about Team Europe, it's
Right.
not easy to get them relaxed and communicating, so they're keeping a little bit distance. So it was the Alban Ushan who understand it, and he proposed to do some activities outside. And of course Alban himself is part of Mosconi team, so he knows how important it is to have a good team spirit. I personally think this was the main reason why Team USA is a little bit struggling in Mosconi Cup for several years, but I'm sure that will turn around this year because
Right.
we have a good coach.
Yep. Brought in the European coach.
Yeah, European coach. Johan Rusnik is the Team USA captain. That is a big surprise.
He's won several cups for you guys in a row. So
Of course, he is one of the best coaches in the world, for sure. And he is working with the Russian Federation, so Christina and Maxine are seeing Johan pretty often. I think he's coming to Russia before every major event, so before the Euro Tours and World Ranking events. I'm not sure how often really he comes, but I just assume that he is coming quite often.
he's got two great students, I'll tell you that. And Maximum Dunets and Christina Takash.
Extension card.
Yeah, Maxime was always one of the top players in juniors. This year he was able to win the bronze medal in Portugal in the European Championships. So if he could make to the final, he would qualify for World Games. So the finalists were qualified for the World Games. we just saw another mistake by European girls. Is it turning around? No?
We're hoping so from the Team USA side. I'll tell you that. Great draw shot by April.
Yeah, very solid play.
So we got April. You know, like I said, the pressure's on April. She's got a little bit more to work on the cue ball. Her position play has to be a little bit more exact to get Sierra's game. She's kind of lacking a little confidence right now because she lost a couple games. She's got to get that out of her head, but she's doing. She'll come back. April's, they play well here, and she'll gain her confidence because we'll go into the singles matches and some more boys and girls doubles tomorrow. Good position play by April on 9.
Good position.
All those balls don't matter. The pressure's here on the 9 ball. That's the one that really just adds a few percentages of pressure to you. There you go, Sierra.
Good play by Sierra.
3-2 match here. Team USA's bouncing back, giving a little support to our girl teammates.
Suddenly we're more positive emotions in Team USA, and they probably are feeling with blood, right?
Yeah, we needed that. There's a lot of good players coming out of Russia. Ruslan Chenikov was a world junior champion, gold medalist.
Yes, many years ago, and Ruslan Chenikov has won the 9 ball in European Championships. So,
does he get a shot at the Mosconi Cup?
Europe leads 3-2.
I'm not sure about it, but for sure he is involved games, and if he's performing good enough in European rankings, he might have a shot. I think Mosconi Cup is mainly looking at the results in the World Championships and Euro Tour rankings. I'm not sure how exactly it works, but I know that the last 2 spots are always decided for European rankings. So there's another good Russian athlete. This is Konstantin Stepanov.
Yep, for him.
Who is definitely as good as Ruslan, or maybe even better in some cases. Currently working as a billiard coach in Moscow, teaching kids. And I know that Russia is bringing a totally new team to European Championship, Junior Championship, so it would be interesting to see the next generation, because Christina and Maxime will not be longer in the juniors, so they will continue as the grown-ups.
And Christina's, was she 17 right now?
She's turning 18 soon, but she still can perform. This is her last year.
It's her last year. And Maxime has 2 more years?
No, Maxime is already out of juniors.
Is he?
The last year was the last.
This is his last year?
No, he's not playing this year.
Ah, okay. It's like Sierra, she's aged out for us for the junior nationals, but April's got a couple more years this year, and I believe next year, and then she ages out for the juniors, but still qualify for one more year for after that for the Atlantic Challenge Cup.
The Maxime's biggest dream was to win the World Championship. Unfortunately, he and Daniel Mitchell met in the semifinals in Shanghai, China, and that was a hill match, which Daniel made a break and run out in a hill. So Maxime has left with the bronze medal. So, but I've seen him making quite a good results in the USA in the pro tournaments. So he was attending US Open, Derby City Classic, and some other tournaments. So I'm sure you will hear about him more and more.
Tell April she's She's focused. She's dialed in. She's
Well, here is a chance for US girls. Yeah, I was trying to pot. I think the first ball was quite difficult, so it.
that position play, trying to get back onto the 2 ball.
This is a tough shot. She must probably play the soft roll just to get the position on free ball.
Yeah, it's hard with that cue ball on the rail there like that. It's going to be.
It's not an easy shot here.
She did it perfect. She got it.
She did it perfectly, right?
That's what I was wondering about that 4 ball.
She needed to avoid this contact, I think.
Right.
That is a tactical mistake.
If she would have put follow, she was in danger of scratching, and then if she put any kind of stun shot, she was going to run into the 4 ball like she did. And they draw.
Extension, not allowed.
Not allowed. Fall. She touched the black ball with a t-shirt.
Body on the edge.
Yeah, it is visible even here for us.
Yeah, Sierra's going to have to shake that off. I know. Did you see it?
Yeah, she didn't mention that.
Yeah.
But, it was definitely a mistake.
Yes. Yeah, 2 years ago, one of our girls' hair touched the ball and it was a foul, and told the girls, "Put your hair up, you know." It's one foul you can avoid.
Sierra looks a little bit upset, but of course it was costly mistake.
Yeah, you can't give a mistake to these 2 girls with Diana and Christina.
A little bit out of position for the 9 ball. And we know that Christina will have some problems to reach it, but I'm pretty sure she will be fine with that.
Puts the match up 4-2.
It was important point for Team Europe, I think. Tying the score.
Yes. That was actually a critical game right there, because it would have went from 3-3 or double the score 4-2. That game was very critical, and that one mistake did cost heavily, because now that 4-2, you win one more game, you're on the hill. So, and then coming back to 3-3, psychologically it would have been nice being down 3-0 and coming back on a 3-3. But Sierra is going to shake this off. Illegal break. Well, it's dry break.
Illegal break.
No legal break. So So when it's an illegal break, the players have the option whether to take the shot or make the person who broke the incoming of their partner to take the shot.
Push card.
On the illegal break, she's not supposed to be pushing out. It's only the breaking people, the breaker team, is supposed to do the push.
Yeah, but Team Europe was a breaking. So.
Okay, I thought he had called an illegal break.
So Team USA
Give
the table back.
Gotcha.
Pass it back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Then you can do a push out.
Right. Correct. Okay.
Maybe a little bit too strong. It was a good effort by April, but maybe a little bit too strong. So things are not just happening for Team USA at the moment.
Extension card.
Even though Diana's from Belgium, she still speaks Russian, which is kind of nice, being able to communicate with your partner being from a different country.
That is the language Diana's family is speaking at home. I think we have emigrated from the Soviet Union probably back then when Diana was only 2 years old. So we're still speaking Russian at home. And of course, living in Belgium, Diana speaks a few more languages, which is normal.
It's amazing because all the juniors that played, a lot of them in the Atlantic Challenge Cup in the last couple of years from Europe, a lot of them speak very good English. Very good English.
Wow, that's
help yourself there.
A little bit lucky. To hide the cue ball behind the 8 ball. This is quite a tough. It must be 2 rails kick shot, right?
Yeah, 2 rails. Ooh, good hit.
And beautiful execution by Christina. No fault. Sarah has ability to play the 5 ball. If she gets a better position, she can leave the. She could have been left the combo 6-9 combination. But Sierra chose to play the safety shot. Do you think that was a good decision, Al?
I thought the 5 ball would go. I thought she could play like you said, play position. I don't know. She could make the shot, but the position for I don't know if she could have gotten on the 5, or she felt comfortable getting on the 5 or the 6 ball. Sorry, I thought she could.
Beautiful shot by Diana. And she left 6-9 combination for Christina. That's exactly the shot the American girls could play. think it was a little bit miscommunication between the April and Sierra.
I wish we had instant replay. We could see that set up again to see how that shot that could have been played, position played better on for the 6 ball. But I don't know if April had told her just play a safety or.
Anyway, I thought they had just a few more seconds to make a decision. It was a quick decision. So.
That puts Europe on the hill here. After this match, we've got a break.
Yes, after this match, we have a break. And we will be back in the evening session, where we'll have the 3 single matches. And of course, we know the boys who will be playing single matches, because those cannot be the same who played the Scotch doubles, but of course, who from the girls who play the single match is not known yet. So this is for the team captains to decide. I think they will probably choose the strongest one.
Yeah, they haven't released the names yet, have they? For the evening match, the names haven't been released yet.
No. Team captains have the time till 5 p.m. to decide who will play in the evening session. And of course, the players will have some small break. Of course, we have lunch. Maybe practice a little bit. Wow, what a shot by that April. I must say, so far this girl looks very strong.
Yeah, she is our top junior girl player in the United States. 5-time junior national champion.
We just saw what happened. I think the Sierra is not feeling too good.
Maybe Sarah's just trying too hard, just let loose, just play the game. But that pressure, being the Atlantic Challenge Cup is not like a regular tournament. It's that added pressure again, the clock and your teammates and.
Of course, it all depends on how much time you spend practicing. So the more time you spend practicing, the less pressure is on you during the important moments. And of course, this is just one factor. The other factor depends on personality, how strong you are mentally. So a little bit. Diana is a little bit jumping during the shot. This is visible. She was just trying to get up too quickly. So that is an opportunity to April. But she needs to play the safety shot.
She got the safety. Yeah. Christina will come out probably with the jump cue. Think she'll kick it or jump it?
I haven't seen Christina making many jump shots, so you know she always had the position when she plays. She doesn't need to do jump shots. She avoided the mistake, however left the open position to the Team USA. And now it looks like he's in the run out, right? So
you would think so. I mean, it should be at this caliber of play. Just got a good angle for the 6 ball. Off the short rail, come back up for the 6 ball. A little tougher shot for Sierra to get back on that 8 ball.
you need a good draw shot here to get position on 8. And under pressure, we know the players sometimes struggles to do the draw shot.
Extension card.
Instead, Sierra decided to go free rail follow shot, right?
Will she get it? She get it? No.
Nice effort, however, not successful.
Thing about Scotch, you know, if your partner kind of plays a bad position and then you miss the next shot, and it's kind of like on you, and now it's you're feeling bad because your partner gave you that bad position. It can draw you down, but April's a veteran. There you go.
Wow.
That's uncharacteristic of Christina.
That is very uncharacteristic for Christina. It wasn't such a hard shot, but she missed it by quite much. So it only shows that everybody here is a human, right?
Absolutely.
So, but Christina must be a little bit lucky to leave such a tough cut shot for Sierra.
She makes this, the U.S. will be jumping. There they are. Good shot, Sierra.
And very important point for Team USA.
Yes.
And of course now, with only shots like this, you can build up your confidence. So I think it was really important for Sierra to feel that she can pot the balls.
Sierra Reeves, she's actually a very good player at camp. I was really shocked at how well she shot. I mean, she was shooting tremendous, and then she missed a couple balls, and then you start to doubt yourself. And I think she's a great player.
Team USA is using timeout opportunity, so the game is stopped for the 5 minutes. each team has ability to take the timeout during play, so to talk with the team captain. And I think that's a good time to take a timeout. I think Manny is not the one who is going to play the single matches, right? With Shane Bulford and Ricky Evans are the ones who are going to play in evening session.
Right, Manny and Nathan Childress. Manny Perez and Nathan Childress played in the doubles match, the very first doubles match. And also seated next to Johnny was Skip Nemechek. He was one of the he's the president of Tweeton. Most people know the Master Chalk from Tweeton. Skip is one of the kind of the visionaries for putting this whole Atlantic Challenge Cup together. It's probably four or 5 years ago they had thought, hey, let's do a Junior Mosconi Cup style format for the kids, and here we are 3 years later, three Atlantic Challenge Cups. Skip's one of the industry leaders in the world for billiards, you know, with Tweeton and Master Chalk, and also some of the other leaders. You've got Simonis and Rass and a lot of the sponsors. We couldn't do this without the sponsors, the industry sponsors, and the sponsors and the industry, the billiard industry, is slowly waking up in the United States, going, hey, you know what? We've got to get the juniors involved. We've got to get a new generation of players. We just can't rely on that old model of the way things have done. And I like how the Europeans, like in Poland, you and I have discussed about Poland school programs, and I myself had run a billiard program in Dallas, Texas for 14 years and had 16 high schools. And my dream is to see that go across the United States, so I'm pushing hard for that. And you've been in Europe, you've traveled around, you know the countries in Europe that have got very good quality school programs, and that's kind of a stepping stone. And, you know, people always talk, let's get billiards into the Olympics. Well, that's the step. We've got to get. If you don't have the juniors playing your sport, then how are you going to get into the Olympics? So
Europe leads 5-3. Europe to break.
I think billiard has still chances to get to Olympic Games, and we have the World Games very soon in Wrocław, Poland, where the main three billiard sports, pool, snooker, and carom, will be played as a billiard sport.
Mm-hmm. Is that the world? That's the World Games.
That's the World Games. So this event happens only once 4 years.
Very nice.
This is the, let's say, the ability to show the sport to the IOC people. All the top 16 men and top 16 women taking part from the pool side, and it's the knockout, so you have only one chance. You cannot lose in this competition. So Christina Tkac is going to World Games, same as the Albinution.
That's an honor to represent your country in that event, the World Games. I mean, it's like you said, it's a stepping stone. Hopefully we can get to the Olympics. In fact, Jeanette Lee, for 2 years, the first 2 years of the Atlantic Challenge Cup, she had sponsored and operated her Black Widow Foundation camp. And Jeanette Lee had won the gold medal, I believe, in the first World Games that was ever played for billiards, pool. She said it was the most proudest time of her life when she wrapped that American flag around herself and listened to the national anthem. cue ball a little long there, but she left a bank shot. I'll play a safety. You don't see very many like just going for, even though the Europeans, the girls team is on the hill, you don't see them just, let's just go for the bank shot, you know, because they know if there's a mistake and they don't make the 2-ball, then these girls are capable of running out this rack, and we just want to keep the pressure on them.
Well, it's only 2 racks advantage, so 2 mistakes and you don't have advantage anymore. So, of course, because has played many matches and they know that just leading at this point doesn't mean you have won it. So now we see a little bit safety exchange from both teams. Sierra is trying to kick her 2-ball.
Good hit.
What?
Was that a good hit?
Good hit.
Yeah, that's what I thought. She left a shot on the 2-ball for Christina.
What a shot by Christina.
These girls leave each other the perfect angle to get back on the next ball. It's
Good position on the 5-ball. However,
a 6-ball might give a, I say go for the 6-9 combination, but do you think they'll just play a safety after that, or?
with such distance, players
She
hate
got
to play combinations, right? We try to avoid it.
Yeah.
That was a little bit lucky touch, but it ended up with a good angle on a 6-ball. It's a small risk of scratching to the side pocket from this angle.
That's going to be a difficult shot. Every time you jack over a ball like that, it's going to be extremely difficult. A clutch shot by April.
I think April must relax at this point. This is not a hard shot.
No.
Natural position on 7, so.
It's about 3 or 4 shots Christina's made. Very uncharacteristic. And that was a tough, difficult shot because she had to get position back across the table for the 7.
She wanted to avoid the side pocket scratch, so
Right.
of course the time was ticking.
Right. It's a tough shot on a 9 ball in April.
That's a risky shot if you try to play softly. Players sometimes are trying to hit harder to be more confident.
Right.
But
Back across corner.
no,
let's play
Diana
safety.
is always playing smart.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's trying to play safety. She's quite good. I think she has done a good job here. It looks like an easy bank shot, but not on this table. This table is very tight.
Yeah, that's the problem when you try a bank shot. Usually that's the result of what happens. She was better trying to kick it back down to the other end and leave Christina the same kind of situation. And we're at 5-2. That's nice. Is that nice?
Yeah, this is a
Nice.
match. The
That's
score
what I
is
thought.
6-3 to Team Europe. And the day session is over. The Europe is 4-1 in the lead. And those who are interested in Atlantic Challenge Cup, you may continue watching the live streams through kazoom.com or Facebook Live. And Earl Munson, thanks for
Thank you, Thomas.
helping commentating. I'm sure you will come here again.
Yeah, leave that.
Can you see? Your journey begins here.
Atlantic Challenge Cup from Austria Klagenfurt. And for now we have a big break till this evening.
Thank you, Thomas.
Yeah, thank you, Earl.